Well, welcome back to the Piney Woods Homestead, y'all. We're gonna smoke some bacon today. And if you've watched us smoke bacon before, last year we did it on the grill outside, just showing you an easy way to do it. But today I kind of wanted to just do it woodsman style. And so I've just set up a simple little smoker here. And y'all, it's not going to be a deep smoke. We don't like a deep smoke on our bacon. It's going to be a quick, hot smoke. Just gives us a hint of smoke. And then we're going to chill that bacon back down, get it nice and firm, and get it sliced. Guys, thanks for stopping in here at the Piney Woods Homestead, where we grow the majority of our own food, meat and vegetables. And y'all, we process it ourselves. We do it old school, the old way. Guys, thanks for stopping in. Hit that like and subscribe if you hadn't, and if you have, as always, we appreciate you. We're going to get a fire going. So all I'm doing here is just putting down a couple of cookies, and I'll get plenty of briquettes down on there and get those to burning down, and then add just a little bit of chunk of some dry, probably some red oak that I have over here, and that'll give a little bit of smoke, the flavor that I'm looking for. Maybe some maple if I can find it. All right, I got a pretty good bed of coals going here, and I found some maple that we had lammed up over on the wood pile. Should be fairly dry. That's going to provide some extra flavor. Gloves are a good idea. That's pretty hot. Man, I'm fairly tough, but I'm not that tough. All right, while that is getting its smoke on, we're going to go up here to the house and grab all that bacon. We've got right at 15 pounds that have been in a dry brine now for a week. Last night what I did was I washed them off really good in clean, cool running water. And then I put them on drying racks inside the refrigerator. And they develop what's called, actually I can't remember what it's called, maybe somebody can tell me. Basically, it just firms up, dries up a little bit on the outside, and that's going to allow this smoke to adhere to that pork just a whole lot better than if you put a wet piece of bacon, slab of bacon on there. We doggies! Nothing looks better than a country girl bringing me a whole bunch of bacon to smoke. Y'all can tell we're smoking the place up. I don't know if you can see the smoke down here. We're doing this in the wood yard. Seem fitting.
Smells good.
Y'all, this is some good looking bacon. You see the lean there in the side of it. Good lean, good fat. And y'all, we're not looking to cook it. All we're doing is getting a quick smoke on it. And it may take a couple of batches here, because we've got a lot of bacon.
Not a bad problem to have.
No, not at all.
Sure.
Smoke will get you.
Yep.
Get one of these end pieces on here. Y'all, we're doing a quick, semi-hot smoke because we just don't like that deep, smoky flavor in our bacon. Probably everybody's different depending on where you live. I know down like Texas, real heavy smoke. People love that on their meats. We just like a quick smoke, a light smoke. And we'll get that with this method right here. We're not cooking the bacon. We're just probably 2 or 3 minutes on each side here to soak up some of this maple that's on top, the oak and the briquettes, as well as that post oak that I built the
You don't need to be breathing this.
I don't, but I am. The post oak is actually smoking down there on the bottom of those cookies that I built the little pyramids out of the charcoal on. So we'll let this go for, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll flip it. You're not going to see that golden color that you're used to seeing. Smoke loves me. Why is that? I could walk over there and it would just follow me.
Well, it's going to shift now.
I wish money would do that. I'm picking y'all. But you're not going to see that golden color when we get done. There'll be a little hue to it. But y'all, this is just fantastic bacon, and we'll have to do 2 runs because we've got a lot. And I've already got it cut into sizes that work great on our slicer. Last year when I smoked it on the charcoal grill, I had big slabs. I had to cut them things down, and really it was kind of a pain in the butt, but this is going to work much better. All right, they've been on here a few minutes. It's time to flip them because we're actually cooking, and I don't want to cook. Got a little golden there. Lord have mercy.
I don't think either one of them.
Neither one of these is. I may be bare-handing it here in a second. Yeah, we're cooking. That's all right. That's what we want, just a little bit of a hue there. I'll move this over. This one, this end piece on there. And this ain't gonna take but a little. All right, y'all, just a few minutes on here. That's all we want. Putting them into a clean meat tub. Spreading them out so they cool off pretty quick because they're actually going to go. You can see the golden on there. A lot of people will do, we're going to put them in the freezer and they'll chill down for probably about 3 or 4 hours before they're firm enough to actually slice. All right, that's 1 run done. We only got 2 more sections to do. And these will be going in the freezer, and then we'll pick back up with you on the slicer, guys. All right, y'all, the bacon's chilling out in the freezer for about 3 hours. We found that 3 hours is about perfect. Firms it up nice without really freezing it. That way we can get it on that slicer and it's not jiggly and it's easy to cut. But while it's firming up here, y'all, I want to show you. A buddy of mine came over this morning with his portable welding outfit. I've known him for probably 10 years. Met him in doing some training. If you knew the channel and you don't watch, I used to be a police officer Did that for 15 years, and now we're running heavy equipment and doing firewood and stuff like that. But he came over. He's actually a deputy, and today was a day off, and he welds on the side, and so he brought his big rig out. Took him about 15 minutes to get this sawmill fixed, the T-handle. So I'm gonna show that to you real quick. So y'all, what we did was we took a 1 1/16 inch drill bit and drilled through the face of this steel and through the old 3/4 nut. That way we could get this new 1 inch T-handle threaded right through it. And he welded it, did an excellent job, excellent bead with his stick welder, and threw a little bit of blue paint on there. But now it's good to go, y'all, and shouldn't give me any trouble really ever. So y'all, we are very grateful for Jamie coming out and doing that welding this morning. Small job for him, just a big deal to us though, so we're very grateful. We'll wait on this pork to start freezing up, and we're gonna get it sliced into some fantastic homestead bacon. Y'all, this bacon is beautiful, beautiful bacon. And you can see, you can smell the smoke, but it's not overpowering. We're gonna get all of it sliced up, and then Lisa's gonna show you how she packages it, and then we're gonna fry a little bit up, y'all. Y'all, you can see the beautiful bacon here. You see the nice red color. This pork is already darker, but when you put the what do you call that stuff? The cure on it, it's going to turn it even a darker red. And I'm trying to think to show you. No, we don't have a bag anymore. We just keep it in a container, but it's called Excalibur. It's from Walton's. If I can remember, I'll put a link down there to it, so if you want to try it for yourself, you can. But when you get down to the end of that piece of bacon you're working on the slicer, you're going to end up with a chunk that you really can't do anything with. What we do with this is just chunk it up, put it in its own vacuum seal bag, and now you've got bacon ends that you can use cooking beans. It works great.
And y'all, I'm just taking it and putting it on some parchment paper, wax paper, freezer paper, either one works too. And I'm just going through and I'll weigh out 10 ounces, and that's what I'll package. So that's a good amount for us here for a couple of meals. We don't eat 10 ounces of bacon at one time, but it'll be 2 meals worth.
And why are you folding it the way you're folding the bacon?
Well, it'll just keep it from sticking together as bad.
Well,
you mean folding it like this?
Yeah.
To get it to fit in our vacuum seal bags, because they're just a little bit longer than the vacuum seal bags. So I use quart bags, but it's exactly the same. The strips are exactly the same size as the quart bags, so I wouldn't be able to get them sealed.
Y'all, if you really die hard, you can actually buy the backer boards to put inside of whatever you're going to sell them up in, these vacuum bags. You know, like the paper boards like the grocery store. But we do it on the cheap around here, so we use what we've got, and right now we have
parchment paper, so
that's what we're using. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go for whichever one is more crispy. So, it's still hot.
Well, it just came off a hot fire.
I know. Well, you wanted me to eat it straight off of there.
Good?
Mm-hmm. It's just as good, if not better, than last time.
Well, that's good to hear. Let me have a piece of that. Lisa's been a little bit testy with me here. Getting the camera all up in my face like paparazzi. Let me see what my take is on it. It's perfect. I'm to where I can taste like 50% compared to what I have been. It's not too salty. I can taste a faint hint of smoke. And that's all I want.
Yeah, and it's still faint even for me, and I have normal tasters.
That's true. And it's excellent. You cannot get it this good out of mass production.
It actually has flavor versus store-bought.
It's what you call artisan. I'm eating your other piece.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna eat it.
We're going to have a fight here on camera.
You can eat it. Y'all, it's that good. We ain't kidding. It is that good. You ain't gonna find it in the store that good. It's yours. Alright, y'all, we're gonna get the slicing bacon. When we get done, we're gonna show you the full haul. Everything stacked up on the table. We were at 14 pounds and 7 ounces when we smoked it, so we'll see what we are once we get it completely done, vacuum sealed. And we're accounting for the vacuum seal bag so we can tear that out and have a true weight. But let's see what we end up with, y'all. We already know it's excellent, and I could eat a whole pound of it right now. All right, y'all, I hope you like the bright lights. That's the best studio lighting we have. Our studio is our kitchen. But y'all, we ended up with 14 pounds of pasture-raised bacon from heritage breed hogs, because you know we raise Herefords. And given last month's USDA's average prices on pasture-raised cured bacon, there's $98 worth of bacon right there at the average price. Not the low end, not the high end, just cut in the middle at the average. And so we feel like that's a really good value, don't you think?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
for the quality and the taste, I mean, you're looking at about the same price of a pack of bacon at the store almost.
Well, you figure right now, like Niece's. I like Niece's bacon because it's kind of old-fashioned. Yeah. And it's around $5 a pound right now. And it's not pasture-raised pork. Right. It's raised on concrete from what they call blue butt hogs. That's what thrives on concrete. Call them blue butts because they got kind of some blue on their butts. But this is our breed of hog. It's that Hereford. It's what we raise. And we're very happy with this bacon. Get you another.
Don't make them all fall.
Don't make them all fall. Another close-up of this bacon. If you can see here. Plenty of lean. Plenty of fat. It's perfect, y'all. And it's about like butter in your mouth. It is so good. But guys, we appreciate you hanging out with us at the Piney Woods Homestead. As we did a little different spin on smoking your own bacon at home. Not in a smoker. Smoking at a certain temperature for hours until you get that golden mahogany look. That's beautiful. We just don't like that much smoke. And so we just want a hint of smoke. That's why we do the hot and fast method. And I enjoy doing it, y'all. But it's taken us several hours, y'all. I'll give you a tip if you're going to do this at home. Leave your slabs of bacon in the freezer for at least 2.5 hours so they firm up good. And then only bring one slab that will fit on your slicer at the time into the house. Leave the rest of it out there so it stays nice and firm. That way you're not having bacon warming up on the counter. It defeats the purpose of cooling it off. And
we also kept the house cool today.
Oh, yeah. That, we've warmed up in here working. But,
yeah, but it's cool in here.
It's cool to us right now, 70 degrees, and that's what it is in the house. And with the wood stove going, we keep it around 77, so it's time to build a fire. Yeah. Guys, y'all have a good day, a great week. We'll see you on the next video.